Los Angeles. The world of Hollywood has once again been shaken after actress Dakota Johnson finally broke her silence regarding the rumored romance between her former partner, Chris Martin, and Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner. The statement came as speculation surrounding the Coldplay frontman's new relationship continued to dominate headlines and social media feeds across the globe. During a recent charity event in Los Angeles, the normally private and composed Dakota Johnson responded to a reporter's question about the ongoing rumors. With her signature calm demeanor, she smiled faintly and said, "I think everyone deserves to be happy. And sometimes, happiness comes from directions we don't expect." That short but powerful remark immediately set the entertainment world ablaze. Fans and media outlets alike interpreted Dakota's words as a graceful acknowledgement of her breakup with Chris Martin and a quiet acceptance of his newfound connection with Sophie Turner. According to a source close to the actress, Dakota's silence over the past few months wasn't due to ignorance or denial, but rather a conscious decision to process things privately. Dakota isn't someone who thrives on drama, the insider revealed. She knew the rumors would eventually reach a point where she had to say something, and she did it in her own elegant way. Meanwhile, Chris Martin and Sophie Turner's growing closeness has been hard to ignore. The pair have been spotted enjoying dinner together in London and attending several music events side by side. Just last week, Sophie was seen at Coldplay's concert in Milan, standing in the VIP section with a smile that seemed to confirm what everyone's been whispering: something real is happening between them. As expected, Chris Martin has chosen to stay silent. He has never been one to publicly comment on his personal life, but fans noticed something emotional during Coldplay's recent performance in Barcelona. While singing The Scientist, Chris appeared unusually emotional, his voice cracking slightly during a line. Nobody said it was easy. The moment was captured by fans and quickly went viral on TikTok, with many interpreting it as a subtle message to Dakota Johnson. Chris Martin and Dakota Johnson's relationship had been going strong for nearly 6 years. The two were known for keeping their romance out of the spotlight, rarely attending events together but often seen sharing quiet, intimate moments away from cameras. Dakota was also known to have a warm relationship with Chris's children from his marriage to Gwyneth Paltrow, a testament to the maturity that defined their bond. However, rumors of trouble began circulating earlier this year. Several international outlets, including E! News and People magazine, reported that the couple had hit a rough patch due to clashing schedules and different lifestyles. Dakota's demanding film commitments and Chris's ongoing world tour with Coldplay reportedly kept them apart for months, a close friend of the pair revealed. Chris and Dakota loved each other deeply, but they were just so different. Chris loves being surrounded by people and energy, while Dakota is more introspective and private. Eventually, they both realized that love sometimes means letting go. On the other hand, insiders claim that Chris and Sophie Turner first met during a charity music event in London earlier this year, where they both supported a mental health awareness campaign. The two reportedly bonded over shared passions for music, family, and resilience. A source close to them said, Chris was struck by Sophie's honesty and strength. He admired how she overcame tough times after her divorce from Joe Jonas. Since then, their interactions have grown more frequent, from private dinners to casual appearances together. While neither has officially confirmed the relationship, their chemistry has been evident, fueling nonstop speculation. As the rumors swirl, the public's attention has turned toward Dakota Johnson's remarkable composure. Her calm reaction and thoughtful words have been widely praised across social media. The hashtag Dakota Johnson began trending worldwide as fans flooded platforms with messages of support. Dakota handled this like a queen, one user wrote on X, formerly Twitter. She said everything without saying too much. Even entertainment columnists were quick to commend her poise. A Daily Mail writer commented, Dakota Johnson's response was a masterclass in grace. No bitterness, no drama, just maturity. It's rare to see that in Hollywood. Now, Dakota appears to be moving forward with confidence. The actress is currently filming a new psychological thriller slated for release next year and has been making public appearances that radiate newfound strength. Her fashion choices have evolved too, from soft and understated to bold and commanding, signaling what fans are calling her rebirth era. Meanwhile, sources close to Chris Martin insist that he and Dakota parted ways amicably and that there are no hard feelings between them. Chris has immense respect for Dakota, said one insider. They've both grown from the experience and wish each other happiness. But right now, they're on separate paths. As for Sophie Turner, she's remained careful and diplomatic in addressing the situation. In a recent interview, she said, "I'm just focusing on living my life authentically and surrounding myself with good people." Though she didn't mention Chris directly, her words were enough to keep fans buzzing about the connection between the two. Industry observers note that the love triangle between Dakota Johnson, Chris Martin, and Sophie Turner has fascinated audiences because it blends heartbreak, elegance, and renewal, themes that mirror the lyrics of Coldplay's most emotional songs. For Dakota, her latest public statement seems to mark the end of one chapter and the start of another. In a follow-up interview, she summed up her feelings with one poignant sentence: "I haven't lost anything. I've just learned that love sometimes means letting someone find their happiness, even if it's not with you." That final line resonated deeply with fans and cemented Dakota's reputation as one of Hollywood's most composed and genuine stars. While the story between Chris Martin and Sophie Turner continues to unfold, Dakota Johnson's quiet dignity has won her more admiration than ever. Still, one question remains: is this truly the end of the Dakota and Chris story, or just another pause in a love song still unfinished? Stay tuned for the latest updates only on HOLLYNEWS TV, your trusted source for breaking celebrity news, behind-the-scenes exclusives, and the stories everyone's talking about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big Hollywood revelation. In the days following Dakota Johnson's calm yet emotionally loaded statement, the entertainment industry hasn't stopped buzzing. Fans, tabloids, and even fellow celebrities have continued to dissect every detail, every gesture, every social media post, in an attempt to understand where each of them stands now. Dakota, Chris, and Sophie. What's next for these three people whose personal lives have now become the center of an international conversation? Observers noted that Dakota's words at the Los Angeles charity event were carefully chosen, not spontaneous, not accidental. A close acquaintance of the actress revealed to Variety that Dakota had been approached for weeks by multiple outlets asking for a comment, but she deliberately waited. She wanted to speak once, and only once, said the source. She didn't want to feed speculation. She wanted to end it gracefully. Yet, ironically, her quiet remark only intensified the curiosity. The very next morning, entertainment headlines across the world ran variations of the same headline: Dakota Johnson breaks her silence. Within hours, clips of the interview hit millions of views on TikTok and Instagram, with fans posting emotional reactions, analyzing her tone, her facial expression, even the brief pause before she spoke. Variety and London, paparazzi have since spotted Sophie Turner several times, each appearance sparking new theories. She was seen leaving a private dinner with close friends, wearing a black leather jacket and minimal makeup, looking radiant and relaxed. Some tabloids claimed she seemed deeply in love, while others suggested she was simply trying to live her life amidst the growing noise. Chris Martin, meanwhile, continues his European tour with Coldplay. Though he has refrained from public comment, fans attending his shows insist that his performances feel more personal lately. During a recent concert in Munich, he paused between songs to say, "Sometimes life surprises you with people who change how you see the world. If that happens, hold on to that feeling. It's real." The crowd erupted, interpreting his words as an indirect reference to Sophie Turner. However, not everyone sees this new connection as simple romance. Some longtime Coldplay fans believe that Chris is navigating a period of emotional transformation, one that mirrors his past evolution after his divorce from Gwyneth Paltrow. Chris's music has always reflected his personal growth, said a music journalist from Rolling Stone. Every heartbreak, every rebirth, it all ends up in his songs. That's why people connect to him so deeply. At the same time, Dakota Johnson seems to be embracing her own form of renewal. Sources close to the actress say she's channeling her emotions into her work. She's currently filming back-to-back projects and has been described by crew members as focused, kind, and radiating calm energy. One insider told People, "She's not bitter. She's in a place of acceptance." Dakota's strength is quiet, but powerful. Interestingly, industry insiders have pointed out that Dakota's career trajectory is reaching a new high point. Her name has recently been attached to several major film projects, including collaborations with award-winning directors. This surge in career momentum has prompted many fans to call this phase her independent renaissance. Social media users have celebrated her resilience, flooding timelines with supportive messages. One viral post read, "Dakota Johnson didn't lose a man. She rediscovered herself." Another added, "There's something poetic about the way she let go, soft but strong." Meanwhile, Sophie Turner has also been undergoing her own transformation. After a turbulent period following her divorce from Joe Jonas, she's reportedly found a new sense of stability. Friends close to the actress claim that Chris Martin's calm, grounded nature has been good for her. "Chris brings peace into her life," said one friend. Sophie's had a tough few years. The spotlight, the breakup, motherhood. Being with someone who values privacy and mindfulness has been refreshing for her. Still, Sophie remains cautious. Insiders note that she's very aware of how public perception can twist things. During a recent interview for a fashion magazine, she said, "I'm learning to protect my peace. The world doesn't need to know everything about your happiness to know that it's real." Those words, many believe, were a subtle response to the growing media frenzy. In the midst of all this, Chris Martin is walking a delicate line, balancing respect for his past with excitement for his future. He's reportedly been in touch with Dakota, maintaining a cordial friendship built on mutual respect. A friend of the singer confirmed, "They still talk occasionally. There's no drama." Chris has nothing but admiration for Dakota. What they had was special. Public opinion remains divided. Some fans root for Chris and Sophie, saying they deserve a fresh start. Others hold on to hope that Chris and Dakota might somehow find their way back to each other someday. The emotional complexity of their story, filled with love, respect, timing, and growth, has made it one of the most talked about celebrity relationships of the year. For now, all three stars seem determined to move forward on their own paths. Dakota with her career and quiet confidence, Sophie with her rediscovered joy, and Chris with his music and unspoken introspection. And while Hollywood continues to speculate, the truth might be far simpler than any headline. Three people, each learning how to heal, to grow, and to love again, just differently this time. As this story continues to evolve, one thing is certain, Dakota Johnson's poise has redefined how heartbreak is perceived in Hollywood. Instead of scandal or resentment, she has shown acceptance, depth, and emotional intelligence. It's a reminder that even in a world built on spotlight and spectacle, dignity still speaks louder than gossip. Stay tuned for more exclusive updates on this unfolding story, only on HOLLYNEWS TV, where Hollywood's real emotions meet the truth behind the headlines. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to catch the next chapter of this Hollywood love saga. Weeks after Dakota Johnson's statement took over every major entertainment headline, the ripples of her words are still being felt across Hollywood. What seemed like a simple, heartfelt comment has now evolved into a full-blown cultural conversation about maturity, closure, and how celebrities handle heartbreak under public scrutiny. Insiders reveal that Dakota's calm, thoughtful response has shifted the tone of the entire narrative. Instead of being portrayed as the heartbroken ex, she's now seen as a woman in control, graceful, grounded, and self-aware. Entertainment magazines such as Vanity Fair and Elle have even dedicated features to what they call the Dakota effect, a term used to describe how her quiet strength has redefined what it means to part ways with dignity in the entertainment world. One journalist from Vogue wrote, "Dakota Johnson didn't just address a rumor, she turned a potential media circus into a masterclass in grace." In a world obsessed with chaos, her silence spoke volumes, and her words, when finally spoken, healed more than they hurt. And yet, while Dakota seems to have found peace, Chris Martin and Sophie Turner's relationship continues to evolve under the world's watchful eyes. In recent weeks, they've been spotted together more frequently, from cozy dinners in Amsterdam to quiet walks in Hampstead. A photo published by The Sun showed Chris and Sophie laughing together at an outdoor cafe, their body language relaxed and natural. The image instantly went viral, igniting another wave of discussion online. For some fans, it was confirmation that their connection is genuine. For others, it was a bittersweet reminder that the Chris and Dakota chapter has truly closed. It's surreal to see Chris smiling like that again. One Coldplay fan commented on X, "You can tell he's happy, but you can also feel the weight of everything that came before." Interestingly, sources close to the band say that Chris's songwriting has entered a deeply emotional phase. During rehearsals for Coldplay's upcoming album, he has reportedly written several tracks inspired by letting go of love, but not the gratitude. A sound engineer described the new material as melancholic but hopeful, classic Chris. This has led many to speculate that at least one song will subtly reference his past relationship with Dakota Johnson. As for Dakota, she seems uninterested in dwelling on the past. Paparazzi recently captured her leaving a studio in Los Angeles, dressed casually but glowing with a calm energy. According to an anonymous friend quoted by Entertainment Tonight, Dakota has found comfort in her work and close circle of friends. She's incredibly focused right now. She loves her job, she's writing again, and she's spending time with people who bring her joy. Dakota doesn't chase closure, she creates it. Meanwhile, Sophie Turner has been handling her own balancing act between motherhood, career, and this new romance that everyone's talking about. After months of personal turbulence following her separation from Joe Jonas, Sophie is now filming a new series in London while quietly supporting Chris from the sidelines. "She's happier than she's been in a long time," said one of her co-stars. "Chris has been a steady, grounding presence. He makes her laugh, and she feels safe with him." Still, Sophie has remained tactful and diplomatic whenever asked about her private life. In a recent magazine feature, she smiled and said, "I think we all go through things that make us rediscover who we are. I'm just grateful for the people who come into my life at the right time." While these subtle comments keep feeding fan curiosity, it's clear that all three, Dakota, Chris, and Sophie, have chosen to navigate this triangle with mutual respect. There's no bitterness, no public arguments, and no hidden jabs through social media. Instead, there's a quiet understanding that sometimes love changes form, and that's okay. Entertainment insiders are calling it Hollywood's most mature breakup. No messy scandals, no online feuds, just three individuals trying to move forward in their own way. People magazine even described it as a story of evolution, not betrayal. But the public, ever fascinated by human emotion, continues to speculate. Will Chris and Sophie's romance withstand the spotlight? Could Dakota and Chris ever collaborate again professionally? Will Dakota ever comment further, or has she already said everything she needed to with one perfect sentence? For now, each of them seems to be thriving separately. Dakota has been spotted attending indie film screenings and even mentoring young filmmakers through a creative workshop in New York. Chris continues touring with Coldplay, his energy on stage as magnetic as ever, while Sophie has been photographed smiling more than she has in months. Still, as one Hollywood reporter noted, "You can move on, but great love stories don't just disappear. They evolve, they leave echoes." And perhaps that's exactly what we're witnessing. Three hearts that once collided, now finding their rhythm in separate melodies, still harmonizing in their own way. In the end, Dakota's response remains the emotional anchor of this ongoing story. It's the quote that refuses to fade, replayed, reposted, and remembered by millions. Love doesn't always mean holding on. Sometimes it means letting go with grace. And maybe that's why this story continues to captivate, not because of the drama, but because of the humanity behind it. Stay with HOLLYNEWS TV for more updates as this Hollywood chapter unfolds, where truth meets emotion and where every headline hides a deeper story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay connected to the latest in celebrity life, love, and everything in between.